Hello, my name is Shifty, and today we are taking a look at the universal oil heaters from RP Tools. As you can see, they come in 3 different sizes. We will dive deeper into that later. Let's start with the basics. When you order such a heater, how does it arrive at your location? It's relatively simple. It arrives pre-assembled on a pallet. All you need to do is provide 230 volts of power, fill the oil tank, and most importantly, install the chimney. The chimney should be 4 to 5 meters long and should not have any 90-degree bends. Ideally, it should have 2 45-degree bends through the building facade to ensure proper draft. These universal oil heaters are classic oil-burning heaters, equipped with a combustion chamber and a circulation fan to efficiently heat the entire space. Now, let's take a closer look at the medium-sized variant, which ranges from 17 to 33 kilowatt-hours. In essence, you calculate the volume of the space you want to heat by multiplying its length, width, and height. Then you get the number of cubic meters, and there's a great table on the RP Tools website where you can see exactly which oven you need and its size. Now, let's examine the details of this medium-sized variant. We can open the lid here, and then we can also see the combustion chamber. We can open it here as well. In this combustion chamber, you'll also find the burner tray at the bottom, which sometimes needs cleaning. We will go into more detail about that. Up here, we see the circulation fan, which allows us to distribute the warm air generated in the local area where the heater produces heat to the entire room. The heaters are certified in the EU and are, of course, produced in Europe. What does certification mean? They are approved for both private and commercial use and work with all types of vegetable and mineral oils. Regarding which oils you can use in the heater on site, you must clarify regionally because there are significant differences depending on where your private or company location is. Here, we can already see the optional accessories for the heaters, as we've discussed before. First, there are the chimney pipes, these exhaust pipes. You can also see the 45-degree angle here, and at the top, the outlet and also a fan, which is a classic circulation fan, which is part of this heat exchanger. The smaller or medium-sized version of the heater can be additionally equipped with this heat exchanger. The larger version of the heater, on the other hand, already comes with this heat exchanger built in from the factory, so you can further optimize the whole system. We'll provide you with links to these products in the video description, or maybe even display them in the video. So let's now take a look at the technical structure using the medium-sized heater as an example. Here, we have the medium-sized version of the heater, which has a power rating of 17 to 33 kilowatt-hours. This number combination indicates the power level. We will see this in the case of the other heaters as well, that there are different power ratings. Fundamentally, the heaters have the same structure. We have this combustion chamber here. At the bottom of this combustion chamber, there's a burner tray, which needs to be cleaned periodically when the heater has cooled down. This is essentially the only maintenance required for the heater. In this combustion chamber, there's also the burner tube or ring, which is responsible for distributing air and heat within the heater and directing air towards the fan at the top, which then transports the air to the circulation fan. What does it do? It warms up and, hopefully, heats your workshop or wherever you are using the heater. Additionally, we have this option. Here we have the control unit. With this, we can regulate the oil supply, start the heater, as you can see. Next to it, we have the oil tank filling port, which is also located inside this heater. Safety is a crucial factor. We have, on the one hand, an over-temperature protection, which means an emergency shutdown if the heater exceeds a certain defined temperature. This operates through a thermal switch. And we have an overflow protection. This means that we have an overflow opening where the oil then drips into a burner tray. And when there's a certain amount of oil in there, it activates a tilt switch that stops the further feeding of the oil. We will show you the details of this so you can see how it works technically. This is the view of the heater from the side, so we will film from here until you see it in detail from behind. Now let's take a detailed look at the heater and how to clean it. You have a great tool included with the heater that has two functions. Firstly, we can use this shovel to remove residues from the heater, and with this hook, you can also remove the burner tray at the bottom. Let's take a closer look at this. When we film from above into the heater, if the heater is cooled down, you can easily scrape off the residues using the tool. And if necessary, you can also hook it from below to remove the entire burner tray. It works well. You sometimes need to do this with every oil heater. For that, you have excellent heat performance and maintenance-free warmth in the workshop or wherever the heater is used. So far, we have only focused on the middle variant of the heater. However, as mentioned, there is a smaller and a larger one as well. Technically, they are all constructed the same way. We have only a differently sized combustion chamber. In the case of the smaller variant, it's 8 to 30 kilowatt hours. Also, here we have a fan on top, an oil tank, control unit, and inside the heater, the combustion chamber. We've already explained the middle variant in detail. And of course, there's also the Big Bertha, the very large heater with an energy output of 30 to 52 kilowatt hours, an integrated oil tank, control unit, and it already comes with the heat exchanger built in from the factory. So you can really heat large halls or big spaces with the heater. If you're now tempted to continue working without the need of your jacket and to have comfortable temperatures in your workshop for once, on the website, we have the heaters available. They are usually in stock and can be delivered to you within 2 to 5 days, depending on your region. They are available from stock as long as supplies last. However, please note that during the current season, which is November, demand is high. So, if you're eager to work in a warm environment, act quickly and click on order. We're going to take a look at something else now, which is probably of great interest to many. Those who are watching the video, how do we heat up such a heater? How do you start the heater? It's quite simple. However, we won't show you this for these 3 variants that we have on display as new items, because they may find their way to you. We will look at this at our partner company, Classic Car Works. They have been using this middle variant for over 2 years now, daily, and that's where we'll take a closer look. We are now here at Classic Car Works. They have had the heater in operation for 2.5 years daily, especially during the cold season, logically. And we will now show you how to fire up the heater, how to heat it. There's a good tip from our side, and that's these RP grip gloves. They are perfect for starting the heater without getting diesel or oil on your hands. You can find them in the online shop. We will display the item number in the video, and now let's proceed with starting the heater. Step 1, very simple, open the flap once. Remove the burner cover and pour 250 milliliters of heating oil or diesel into the heater. Be careful to aim it properly into the bottom burner tray. Once you have filled the starting mixture, which is diesel or heating oil, around 250 milliliters, then simply light a lighter. Ignite a piece of paper, let it burn slightly, then throw the whole thing into the heater. It burns. Quite simple. Take the cover again. Put it on. Close the top flap, and then, very importantly, turn the heater's control to the middle position, and then press the start button. Now you might wonder why nothing happens right away. It takes up to 15 minutes, depending on the wind and outside temperature, for the temperature sensor to be triggered. Then the oil injection starts, and as soon as the upper temperature switch detects the correct operating temperature, the fan also activates. So, you've seen how easy it is to start the heater. A hot tip from us is to use the gloves for the initial startup, but once the heater reaches the operating temperature, please remove them. Temperature and this rubber-like material don't mix well. Here we have the middle variant, 17 to 33 kilowatt hours. We currently have 240 square meters of space here at Classic Car Works, with a ceiling height of 5.5 meters. That adds up to roughly 1,320 cubic meters, and we are perfectly within range. And the folks at Classic Car Works also mentioned to us that when the heater runs continuously in the workshop, sometimes in the winter, they have to open the door to prevent it from getting too warm. It's actually quite positive. However, there's one piece of information we haven't mentioned yet. After these almost 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes when the oil injection then activates, from that point onwards, you can naturally regulate the oil supply. At the beginning, during the ignition, it is important that this oil regulation is set to the middle position. After that, you can adjust it up or down as desired. That's it from our side. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask in the comments or, of course, through RP Tools customer service. We wish you a lot of enjoyment with your heaters, and, well, leave the jackets on the coat rack.
Universal oil heaters from RP Tools. Warm up more than just you.